SmackDown just lost its general manager. Nick Aldis signed away the job tonight just to get his hands on Gunther, and the second that seat opened up, fans everywhere started saying the same name, John Cena. Welcome back to Wrestling Canva. There's real history behind this theory, and tonight's news just made it a lot more relevant. Tonight on SmackDown, Nick Aldis signed a contract to face Gunther at SummerSlam, and buried in that contract was a clause requiring him to immediately give up his role as SmackDown General Manager. Adam Pearce is now running both brands, at least for the moment. That's a real, genuine power vacuum on SmackDown for the first time in years, and it's exactly the kind of opening storylines get built around. Back in May, Cena announced he'd be making a history-making announcement at Backlash, something he said would directly affect superstars, not just fans. That framing got analysts speculating hard, and Sportskeeda specifically floated the idea of Cena stepping into a general manager or commissioner role as one of the most plausible outcomes, given his massive mainstream profile and his current long-term deal as a WWE brand ambassador. Here's why this isn't just wishful thinking. WWE has a long history of transitioning retired in-ring legends into authority figure roles. Shawn Michaels did it, Mick Foley did it, Kurt Angle did it. Cena retiring from full-time competition after tapping out to Gunther at Saturday night's main event last December fits that exact pattern. He's already positioned as a beloved, retired legend, with a company relationship extending well beyond wrestling matches. If you want every update on this story as it develops, tap subscribe. I'm tracking it closely. When this theory first circulated back in May, there wasn't an actual opening on either show. Adam Pearce was firmly entrenched on Raw, and Aldis was still running SmackDown without controversy. That's completely different now. With Aldis stepping away from the desk specifically to fight Gunther, SmackDown genuinely needs new, permanent leadership, and Cena's name is the first one a lot of fans are bringing up. Here's a detail that adds real weight to this theory. Cena's entire final year in WWE ended with a loss to Gunther, the same man now at the center of the chaos that just cost Aldis his job. If Cena does step into an authority role on SmackDown, he'd be taking over a show currently being torn apart by the exact competitor who ended his own in-ring career. That's not just convenient timing. That's the kind of poetic storytelling WWE loves to build toward. It's worth being fair here too. Cena has been extremely consistent about wanting to step back from a heavy on-screen presence after his farewell tour. His post-retirement WWE appearances have been limited mostly to special one-off spots, like hosting duties at WrestleMania 42, rather than a full-time weekly commitment. Taking on a GM role would mean a significant return to regular television, something he's shown no clear indication he actually wants right now. It's also worth remembering Adam Pearce is currently just filling the role, the same way he has multiple times already this year. WWE could easily decide to keep him running both brands permanently, or promote a different name entirely. Cena's far from the only possibility, even if he's the biggest name being floated by fans right now. If Cena does step into this role, it would instantly become one of the biggest storylines on either brand, given his mainstream recognition well beyond wrestling's usual audience. It would also set up a fascinating dynamic heading into Gunther versus Aldis at SummerSlam, with the man who ended Cena's career now feuding directly with Cena's own general manager. So no, nothing's confirmed. But between the real vacancy created tonight, WWE's history of legends becoming authority figures, and Cena's own unresolved history with Gunther, this theory has more behind it than it did just a few months ago. Do you think John Cena actually becomes the next SmackDown General Manager? Tell me your prediction in the comments. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.